Okay, so here's it. You give us your ID or you're going to jail. So let's see your ID, bro.
My ID. You want me to manage it?
On September 23, 2025, officers with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office responded to a local grocery store on a report of a male impersonating law enforcement while openly carrying a firearm. The subject, a private security guard employed by the Palm Beach Kennel Club, was displaying a badge, carrying a visible firearm, and offering shifting claims of authority spanning the state, a Washington office, and Polk County while physically present in Palm Beach County.
How's it going? Who called?
I did.
Not who?
I asked them to, that pick up his door back in his car. Because we have a lot of...
I got you. All right, boss man.
How you doing?
Who do you work for?
I'm working for the state and I'm working portion officer and I work for Polk County.
You work for Polk County.
Yes.
And you're carrying around in Palm Beach County.
Not Polk County. I work for the Palm Beach Parking.
You work for who?
Palm Beach Parking.
Parking?
Yeah. Not parking. And I work for the state.
The Kennel Club, and you're carrying around a gun?
And I work in state too.
Okay, I understand that. But you're open carrying a gun. You're a
Yeah, because the law says you can carry
the 25th.
On the 25th?
On the 25th.
I mean, probably they won't because I have the...
But even hold on. Even if so, if the business does not want you carrying a gun, you are not allowed to carry a gun in their business.
The law says it's only for the federal and the
Private business.
private business.
Private business. If they want to restrict you from carrying a gun, but it doesn't go in effect for another 2 days.
Okay, so even though that, I'm in uniform to work. So the law...
You're a security officer. You're an armed security officer. You cannot open carry.
For now, I work for them, but I work for
It does not matter.
Okay.
You're not wearing any insignia other than a badge that nobody knows.
How you know that? I have my uniform on me. How you know that?
Okay.
Well, we don't know.
We don't know.
So
That's the thing.
I tell you.
Listen, we're not here to dispute or disagree with you.
Okay.
You have to understand, if you're going to open carry and you are identifying yourself as an officer, security guard, whatever, you have to carry clearly your firearm, a badge, and your ID card. Where's your identification or license for security? Your gun license card. Where's it at?
You want it?
Well, you have to show it. You have to be carrying with you.
You
You cannot conceal it. It's not about asking. You have to display it on you.
Isn't on me? Isn't my badge?
On your person. Where is it? I don't see it. I don't know who you are.
Isn't my badge?
These inconsistent claims of jurisdiction triggered the legal threshold established in Terry v. Ohio 392 U.S. 1968, which permits officers to conduct an investigative detention based on reasonable, articulable suspicion of criminal activity. The threshold here was clearly met. An anonymous tip reporting impersonation of law enforcement combined with a visible firearm and unverifiable credentials constitutes specific, articulable facts, not a hunch. Florida's Stop and Identify statute, Florida Statute Section 856.021, requires any person lawfully detained to identify themselves upon an officer's request. Refusal is a second-degree misdemeanor. The Supreme Court confirmed the constitutionality of such statutes in Hiibel v. 6th Judicial District Court of Nevada, 542 U.S. 177, 2004. The subject refused to produce identification for nearly 4 minutes following the initial lawful demand. That refusal was not a constitutional right. It was a statutory violation and the direct cause of his arrest.
You have to carry it with you.
And that's you.
Let's go outside.
Come on.
This is clearly escalating. I don't want to cause some disturbance in this establishment.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you tell me I'm a security right now, and I tell you I work for
So, what are you saying?
I don't know who else you work for. All you showed me was the Kennel Club. You're a security guard.
Either you are carrying for your organization, or you're carrying as a private citizen. What are you doing?
What information you want? I just want to know I'm not allowed to come inside with the gun. That's what you say.
If they are refusing their service, yes, you are not allowed to go in there.
Okay. I understand that. Can I see can I have your badge or whatever?
Deputy Herb 42589.
And Arguello 35632.
That's all I gotta give you.
I need the card. You have a
I
card?
don't have a card, dude. All I gotta give you is my name and ID number.
What's your ID number?
42589. I'm not going to tell you again. So here that is. You're going to leave.
You know what? You know what? No, let me get your ID, please.
For what?
Because I'm going to call your boss and tell them about our encounter.
I'm not gonna give you my ID.
Oh, so we're having an encounter. You're not going to give me your information?
No.
Is there an allegation he's walking out armed? So
Oh, he's armed.
He's armed right there.
criminal offense.
Yeah.
You have no open credentials. We don't know what you are. It's definitely a criminal offense. You absolutely need to use your ID right now.
Okay, so here's it. You give us your ID or you're going to jail. So let's see your ID, bro.
My ID. You want me to remain in jail? Hey, guys.
Stop. Hey, stop. Hey, relax. Okay, relax. Hold on. Relax. Relax.
On his left side.
Okay. How about you cuff him? While we hold him. Hold on. I'll do mine. Okay. This is going to be our hold on. So there's a secure one right there. There you go. See that?
Where's your ID at?
What do you want my ID for? That's what I asked you. Before you ask my ID, I say, what do you want my ID for?
There's going to be an escalating issue.
My ID is right here.
Wow, look at how easy that could have been. I could have just taken your ID, and that's it. But now I get to call your boss. Oliver Protection License. 14 Bravo. So take one by number.
You guys have a G license, sir?
No.
It's all here to forget it.
This is it. This is all we were asking for. You're a security guard.
Can I move my feet?
Keep it separated.
The security guard in there. This is all we were asking for, bro. You'd be going home tonight. Instead, you're going to jail. That's it, man. And I'll call your boss at the kennel club since I'm pretty nice with them, too.
Okay.
10-4. Switch back. Stand back there for me, please.
It's okay, don't worry. I got it. Because I've been detained, I need all your names.
Again, I've given it to you twice. It'll be on your arrest paperwork as well. Okay, that's fine. Can you just stand back there for me, please? I'll give it to you.
I'm trespassing because clearly he identified that they asked him to leave and he wasn't leaving.
This is it. This is all we needed.
Hold on, this is a...
It's a G license.
Nope. This is a security license. I don't think he has a gun license.
We'll talk to you. Just give us some time, okay?
This isn't a gun license. This is a security license. Gun is red. Unless
It's a G license.
Correct.
It says D.
It has to say G. Gun.
Yeah.
Are you hearing what I'm saying?
Yeah. It has to say G. Gun.
He
Yes.
doesn't have a gun license.
Yes.
And he's carrying as a security guard.
So he's open carrying.
The firearm issue is equally clear. Florida Statute Section 790.053 prohibits open carry for civilians. The limited exception for security officers requires both active employment and a valid Class G firearms license issued separately from the standard Class D security officer license. Under Florida Statute Section 493.6105, a Class D license authorizes unarmed security work only. A Class G license, requiring additional background, screening, firearms training, and range qualification, is mandatory for any armed carry in the course of security duties. The subject produced only a Class D license. No Class G license was presented or confirmed. The employment exception under Section 790.053 therefore did not apply. His open carry was unlawful regardless of his employment status. A third issue compounds the arrest trespass. Under Florida Statute Section 810.09, a person commits trespass when a lawful authority asks them to leave private premises and they refuse. The store manager's on-camera statement constitutes exactly that lawful demand. The subject had already refused to leave before officers arrived a fact that elevated the call from a licensing dispute to a criminal trespass in progress. By the time of arrest, officers had grounds on 3 independent charges: resisting unlicensed firearm carry and trespass. Also worth noting, the subject's credentials were stored in his bag, not displayed on his person. Florida administrative rules governing licensed security officers require credentials to be visible and accessible while on duty. Concealing them in a bag does not satisfy this requirement.
Make sure it's your car is locked.
Just stay here. Carrying a gun, and he's got a D license, not even a G license. Security guard, open carrying a gun inside.
Get him in trouble or anything like that.
He's going to jail, not because of this, but because of what happened outside.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nothing to do with me then. All I wanted was for him to put the weapon. I even told him, listen, instead of
It's a D license,
Oh, nice, perfect.
not even a G license.
All right, wonderful. All right, then, thank you, appreciate it.
D.
D.
Ma'am, one of y'all. So who are you to Mr. Wesley?
His wife.
You're his wife?
Yeah.
Do you have the same last name?
No.
Okay. Do we need this? You think we need that?
Yeah, all that is evidence. Let's take all this evidence off.
That is all being turned over to you, okay? That is all of his belongings. Okay. Oh yeah, and all these.
Where is he going now?
He's going back. He's going to jail.
To
Gun club. Yeah.
We can pray.
Yeah. He's going to gun club for resist and open carry of a firearm. Okay. All you had to do was give us his ID. That's all we're asking.
I was telling him.
That's all we're asking for. Instead, now he gets to go to jail for it. Okay.
How many days?
That's up to the jail and judge.
Is he gonna feel judged tomorrow?
Yeah, he should. Yeah.
You can go out. I can give you a check out. You can go and check out tomorrow morning.
Olson. I was gonna say I'm going to district. 1251 district in 1015. Yeah.
At the time of this analysis, the final disposition of criminal charges is unknown. Based on the evidence documented in the footage, the resisting charge under Florida Statute Section 843.02 and the firearm charge under Section 790.053 carry substantial evidentiary support. A possible defense argument might focus on the employment exception. However, that argument fails without a valid Class G license, which the subject did not possess. The exception is license-dependent, not employment-dependent. Now, the grades. The officer also demonstrated applied knowledge of Florida's security licensing framework, correctly distinguishing the D and G license on scene without consulting any reference materials. That is professional competence. The grade falls short of an A for one reason: the early framing of ID or jail, while legally accurate, compressed the subject's decision window before de-escalation had fully run its course. The subject receives a C+. However, he carried a firearm without the required license, failed to display credentials, as required by law, refused a lawful identification demand for nearly 4 minutes, and remained on premises after a lawful removal request. Each of these failures compounded the next. None of them were unavoidable. The subject had the documentation, the knowledge, and the opportunity to resolve this encounter in under 60 seconds. He chose not to. Lessons from this encounter, 3 points worth carrying forward. Second, Florida's stop and identify law is not optional. During a lawful Terry stop, the obligation to identify is statutory, not a request. Refusing on principle does not create a constitutional protection. It creates a misdemeanor. Third, compliance and consent are different things. Providing your ID to an officer during a lawful stop is not an admission of guilt, it is a legal obligation. Understanding that distinction is the difference between going home and going to jail. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out our second channel, Street Bodycam, for even more police interaction and courtroom content.